3, 2. All right, thanks, guys. With me now, Randy Arehart, the producer of Kings of Vegas, the long-awaited documentary on the 1990 Runnin Rebel team. Okay, you spent years putting this together. What are we going to see, Randy? And this is going to be different, let's say, than some of the other documentaries that have been done on this team.
Well, thanks, Ron. It's good to see you again, and it's great to be back in Las Vegas with you. This documentary, Kings of Vegas, is going to take you into the lives of all 13 players, a lot of the participants that surrounded the team during their time here at University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And it's going to give you an insight of these kids' struggles, the houses they grew up in, what was the first sport they ever played, was there a father in the home, was there not a father in the home, and just the obstacles that a lot of these players had to overcome to get where they were.
What inspired you to do this? We know in Vegas, certainly, but you're not from Vegas, you're from Ohio. What inspired you to get involved with this documentary?
It's a great question. You know, I met Larry Johnson about 20 years ago at a charity at a hospital, and for some reason Larry and I just hit it off really well. Phil Lopez, who I think has been on your show before talking about Kings of Vegas, Phil and I just approached Larry and said, hey, what would you like to do post your NBA career? And we pitched him an idea of let's do a tell-all journey on your basketball team at UNLV. Took a little bit of time. Larry thought it over, and he's like, hey, here's how it will go. If we can convince Stacey Augmon that this is a great idea, I think we can move forward. The original idea on Kings of Vegas was taking the starting five, plus maybe one or two of the guys that came off the bench early, and just kind of having that story be journeyed around those 7 individuals. Stacey and Larry made sure that if all 13 players weren't involved, that there was no go on this production.
Oh, it was all or nothing.
Let's
get everybody.
We had to chase people down at
Stacey Sianovich. Let's get
the
Stacey
Wynn Hotel.
Sianovich.
Called every day to Human Resources. Hey, I need to talk to Stacey. I was calling the juvenile detention facility in Washington D.C. Hey, is David Butler there? I was calling Southwest.
He was working there.
He's working there. I was calling Southwest Airlines here in Las Vegas. Hey, is Moses Scurry in today? So it took us about 6 months to track everyone down. Numerous calls. A lot of trust needed to be built, especially with Stacey Augmon. I would consider Stacey kind of the captain of this project from the players' perspective. And Stacey, he's not very vocal. He's not out there. He's not a media type.
No, he is not. He doesn't. He's done interviews. He never turned me down for an interview before. But he is. Yeah, he's not real talkative like Anderson Hunt.
Absolutely.
Like Moses Scurry.
We had to build trust, and through 6 months of holding our promises to the folks on this team, I think we broke Stacey down, and now he is just. He's like a producer of the project. We want it to go a certain way. We want people to know each individual, from Brian Immersion, Travis Bice, Dave Rice, Larry Johnson. Obviously, they're the well-known guys on this team, which are household names. But we also want people to know about the folks that weren't exactly household names.
Okay, when can we expect to see this? And what do you know of distribution at this point? Where are we going to be able to see it?
So we have been in discussions with a lot of the well-known streaming services and television stations. Snoop Dogg is involved in the project. We have Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson from All the Smoke. They're involved in the project. There'll be a big public relations announcement here pretty soon before the Final Four with a kind of the big social media push, and you should be seeing the project here later this year.
Okay, so you don't want to break it here. We're going to wait for a little while, wait for the Final Four, and again, we'll have more news, more information. When and where? We have a great studio out of Hollywood. Hidden Empire Studios are heading up our post-production here, breaking it down into 4 segments. Episode 1 is going to introduce you to who each individual player is. Episode 2 is going to introduce you to who Jerry Tarkanian was and what legacy he had to this city. Episode 3 is going to run you through some of the basketball journey, as well as a lot of the NCAA scrutiny upon the team and what they went through at that time. And episode 4 is going to wrap up by championship win to the top, and where are the guys now
and what it's been like for them, post winning the championship in April in Denver.
All right, Randy Arehart, producer of Kings of Vegas. There's a logo right there, and a lot of people in Vegas looking forward to when this comes out. So thank you.
Now, we got to give a big shout out to the folks here at the Strat. They're the owners here are UNLV graduates. The folks that run this property here love this team, and we've been happy to partner with them on this.
All right, Randy, thank you. Back to you guys. It's March Madness. A lot of stuff going on.